And that's not their only concern. Terror attacks continue in the terror state. The Pakistani city of Lahore woke up to a deadly suicide blast this morning. The attack was at the iconic Sufi shrine of Darbar, the largest in South Asia. The target was Pakistan's elite police force. In the end, a few officers, a security guard and a civilian were killed. This report recounts the horror.
Wednesday morning around 8:45 a.m. local time, the city of Lahore was just about getting into the day's routine, when suddenly a blast rocked a police checkpoint. The checkpoint outside the gate number 2 of Darbar Shrine. The target of the blast was a van ferrying personnel from Punjab Police's elite force. The suicide bomber is believed to have been just 15 to 16 years old. He came close to the police vehicle and blew himself up. Footage from the blast site showed a badly damaged van. Another casualty may be peace in Lahore. The city has been largely free of violence and bloodshed for nearly a decade now, and it was the day after the beginning of the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. But that's when terror came back to haunt the city. Just the previous day, Lahore was witness to a huge rally. This is a political procession. Former Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif returning to jail after being out on bail for medical treatment. People turned out in huge numbers on the city's bustling roads. Prime Minister Imran Khan issued a statement condemning the attack and asking the provincial government to help the victims. He tweeted, and I quote here, "Strongly condemn the terror blast outside Darbar this morning. Have asked Punjab government to provide all assistance to the injured and families of victims." Unquote. A rescue operation was conducted in the area immediately, before it was cordoned off for an investigation. A heavy contingent of police, counter-terrorism forces and forensic officials collected evidence from the attack site. Later in the day, the Pakistani Taliban claimed responsibility. The attack was claimed by the Hizbul Ahrar, a splinter group of the Pakistani Taliban. They've been fighting the government for years. In a statement, the group said the attack targeted the police and has been timed to avoid civilian casualties. The site of the attack is significant. The Darbar is the largest Sufi shrine in South Asia and dates back to the 11th century. It attracts tens of thousands of visitors each year. It's not new to terror attacks or suicide bombings for that matter. Back in 2010 too, this shrine was targeted by a suicide bomber. More than 40 people were killed in that attack. Since then, violence has declined sharply in Pakistan, especially after a sustained crackdown following the country's deadliest attack in 2014. The attack, in which 150 people, mostly children at a school in the western city of Peshawar, were killed. This attack is a reminder that cities like Lahore are not immune to terror. An attack in March last year left 9 people dead, while a major blast targeting Christians celebrating Easter in a park in 2016 killed more than 70 people. The PMLN party president and opposition leader in the National Assembly, Shahbaz Sharif, blamed the Prime Minister and his government for the attack. He slammed them for their carelessness in implementing the National Action Plan, or NAP. The NAP is a set of guidelines for implementing the UNSC sanctions, those that targeted UN-proscribed individuals and entities in the country. Just last month, amid intense global pressure to rein in terror outfits, Pakistan had launched it. China had hailed it and said that Pakistan was serious about implementing it. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.